Hedwig and the Angry Inch is rocking the More Theater stage this holiday season, and nobody does Hedwig better than Mr. Jerick Hoffer. Hey, Jerick.
Hi, Nancy.
You look so great.
Thank you. This is just a day after traveling.
Well,
actually,
you're pulling it off beautifully. You're a natural.
Oh, thank you.
So before we get into the show, Hedwig, which you've done for like 3 times, let's recap just a touch your last year, which has been quite the exciting whirlwind. So starting with obviously RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I auditioned for RuPaul's Drag Race, I think it's about 1.5 years ago now, you know, when we filmed it.
Yeah.
And I basically simultaneously auditioned for RuPaul's Drag Race and Rent at the Fifth Avenue Theater at the same time, and got into both, and then had to, you know, kind of finesse my way to getting to do both because they kind of overlapped in a weird way. But I was lucky enough to get to do both, so yeah.
And doing RuPaul's, I mean, you won the final thing, right? What do you think made it? Why did you win that? What made you stand out?
Well, I think
besides your amazing talent,
one of the big things that made me stand out from like previous seasons and previous winners is that I think I was one of the only girls to go in like theatrically trained and with a very like theater performance art background and focusing more on high camp and comedy and kind of outlandish drag rather than the more like supermodel fashion oriented drag.
Now I do feel like Meryl Streep. Now I am like Meryl Streep. Look at this. Wrinkled, wrinkled little star. Hope they never see the scars.
I had been doing drag for about like 5 years before I moved to Seattle, but it was really the community I met here and my training at Cornish College and the other drag queens and other performance artists here that I think really like lit the fire under me that helped me develop the kind of work that I'm doing today. So I was happy to represent Seattle.
Representing well. So let's talk about Hedwig. You were able to fit this into your very busy schedule. It's a very short run, 3rd time you've done it. What is in a nutshell, what's the Hedwig story?
Hedwig and the Angry Inch is kind of like, it's staged as if you're going to see a rock show, and then the front man, which is a glamorous transsexual German rock star, she decides to kind of break the 4th wall and kind of deconstruct the rock musical and tell the story of her life and how she ended up here.
And you did this as your thesis at Cornish College of the Arts, your senior year.
Yeah.
What was, I mean, so has it changed a lot since that first time, then the second, third for you?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I was doing it more as just a person who really, really loved the material and wanted to kind of, you know, show my interpretation of the material as my thesis on acting and musical performance. This time, I've lived almost a year as the reigning Drag Race, you know, winner, and I've been in a different city every other day. Like, I've been on tour for like sometimes 7 months at a time without even going home and like changing my suitcases and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, I think we're expecting a little bit more of a mature, maybe slightly more jaded Hedwig out of me this time, now that I've toured the world a little bit.
Absolutely, it's like, okay, sure, I'll do it again,
Yeah.
That's, how fun though.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get the closest I've ever been to the way Hedwig was written with this performance. Even though it's the shortest run I'm doing, I'm really excited because there's a lot of internal, you know, inspiration going into this production.
Right, that will be coming out on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, wonderful to be able to talk to you about this. Thank you for giving us like a tiny window of time in your crazy schedule. So anyway, so Hedwig and the Angry Inch, it runs December 18th through the 22nd, and you want to get your tickets for sure. So what's up next for you?
Well, I've been working on an album.
To watch a longer version of my interview with Jerick, go to our homepage.
Scales, who's my music partner in the Vaudevillians.